Hey everybody, and welcome to Lord PeteyTV. My name is Lord PeteyTV, and as you all know, we are here to give you what our Mythic Pluses are going to be for the week. Now, if you're sitting here and you're wondering, it is week 18 for Mythic Pluses. So we're going to give you our information of what those affixes are going to be, what they're going to look like, and then also a couple of little updates that ended up transpiring throughout the whole entire week. Now, it is towards the end of the season, in my personal opinion. I think that there's going to be about another, I think it's going to be another 7 more weeks left of keys. If people are looking to get keys and things done, I would highly recommend getting into your Mythic Pluses and starting to do those things. I will get towards that towards the end. So first thing I'm going to tell you is that this upcoming week, we are going to have our new affixes. Our affixes are going to be, it's going to be level 2 is going to be Zelataph's Bargain Oblivion. That's when the orbs spawn and move towards the enemies during combat, and you have to knock them away. It's probably one of the most annoying affixes out of all of them. Then level 4 is going to be your Fortified, which means non-boss enemies are going to have more health and they're going to deal more damage. You have 7, which is your Challenger's Peril. 90 seconds are added to the key when someone dies. And then the last one is going to be your 10, which is your Tyrannical, which is boss has more health and deal more damage. And lastly, Zelataph's Guile, which is a flat 10% increase in HP and damage. So, like I said, this is going to be week 18. So it's got a couple of, little things here and there, which will allow you to kind of note what's happening and what's going on. But I will tell you this: it's the end of the season. The groups are kind of crazy. If you're looking to push keys, it's going to be very, very difficult. There's a lot of people that are pushing keys are either done pushing keys, or they have their own groups, or they're really, really high level. So you're gonna have this miss area between 12 and like 11, 12, 13. So it's gonna be really, really hard to jump that number into that scale. So that is something. But yeah, this upcoming week is probably 1 week, in my personal opinion, because we're going to be running 8s, 9s, and 10s. It's going to be a very difficult week because of Oblivion. There's going to be bosses that we're going to have lots of issues on, like the one on like the first boss in Dawnbreaker and stuff like that. So you have to be kind of aware of what's happening. And the other one would be the last boss in Siege. So I have to be really, really aware of those things while we're going through. So overall, it's going to be a very, very interesting week for me personally, to kind of try to get as much as we can done. So I might actually not really do a crazy push this week, unless people within the channel need them. So that's one thing. The other thing is there was a hotfix that happened on the 13th for the rings. Now there was problems with the ring, that there was, how should I word it? That there was this is what they said. This is the fixes. It's easier for me to just read them off to you from Wowhead than it is for me to do it. So they fixed an issue where the Seabed Leviathan Citrine was triggered infinite amounts of times when bouncing off thorns-like effects. Fix an interaction where the Roaring War Queen's Citrine was being activated by pet deaths rather than only players as intended. Fixed a bug that could result in players obtaining unintended cosmetic rewards following a faction change. Appearances granted due to the bug will be removed. The Vinyl Triumph of Nomergon now has a chance to drop from all rares on Mechagon if you have constructed the Gramophone. The drop rate for the Azeroth Mini King Mechagon has been increased from multiple sources around Mechagon. The quest, the Hand of Fate, which now provides players with a boat to reach the Azuremist Isles, just an issue that might have prevented some players from getting the Time Walking quest, the Shrouded Coin from the last boss, in their first dungeon of the week. Players that ran into this issue on the character should see 1 drop at the end of their next mop time walking run. And then Siren Isle, Chef, Chum, Platter, and Plankmaster Bluebelly can now be tagged by more players. So that was a little thing that happened because of the ring. And the ring, since it is one of the most important items for you to have for Season 2, I kind of wanted to talk about that. The next thing is something that they've spoke about because of the changes that are happening in PTR. They've changed Operation Mechagon Workshop. They've added more trash and they've added more AoE damage. So it's something to just note as you're kind of going through. A lot of people are testing it and so on and so forth, but it's just something, like I said, wanted to convey and inform you of. I'm hoping we can kind of go through things and get more information for what you guys are trying to do when we get closer to the day and actually run stuff, and I'll explain bosses and pulls and things like that a little more for you. The other thing is the new swirly graphics on the ground. Apparently they've made new swirly graphics on the ground in 11.1 in PTR. Now there are solid circles, which are circles where you're going to take damage in, and then there's circles with faded circles at the ends, and those are also those are things that you have to like stand in, or things that aren't going to kill you, and so on and so forth. So it's just these little changes that they've ended up doing, and hopefully we'll end up seeing more of that in the future. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that stuff briefly. Also, if you're new and you're coming back to playing WoW for the first time in a while, make sure you end up going to the Isles, getting your ring, getting some of the tokens and things there that will allow you to upgrade your items to veteran, so that you can end up running around and doing whatever you need. You will also probably have 8 charges of harmonic silk, which will allow you to get that stuff put together for your tier. So you burn a couple, you'll have them banked, they'll be good to go. So it's just something to kind of note and when you're going through and taking care of that stuff. Now, as always, I just want to say thank you all for hanging out today. I greatly appreciate you all. It has been a crazy fun week. I've been putting out so much content for everybody. We have a channel called Anime with Lord PeteyTV, where we talk about, you know, some top new animes that are coming in. I'm going to start getting a little Excel spreadsheet so people can see what I'm going to be saying is a good or bad idea. Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV is back. We've been doing some of that content there. I've been really trying to make stuff a little bit easier for us there too. We also got here, as always, we're going to be doing a lot more gaming things. I have my code for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. 100% I'm going to start recording and start getting that stuff done and approved for you all to see some new content, which I plan on bringing out to everybody. So thank you all very much for chatting and hanging out today. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. For all of you that are from the TikTok realm, because in the US we have about a week left, and then apparently TikTok's going to be no more. Everything that I've been putting out on TikTok is also here on my YouTube page, so please note that. All right, love you all. I appreciate you all. Dream big, keep gaming. Good luck in your vaults, and tomorrow you'll probably end up getting my vault video, and you'll be ending up seeing that. So see you all soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody.